And so now it's purely streaming HTML. And what I'm interested in next is to start hydrating this and see if React can actually pick this up. I think it should be able to, but let's see. So the idea is that we have HTML rendered and then React should start rendering on top of it. Let's see. So first of all, I'm gonna put this into CLJS namespace. Oh, CLJC namespace, and I'll call it UI. And I'll move this stuff here. Right, and I'll take those components and move them here. And of course, thread slip doesn't exist in JavaScript, so I'll do CLJ here, CLJ here as well. And example UI as UI. Okay, so let's see if it still works. What? UI app, no such war? Why? It's right here. Weren't you able to load the namespace or what? Okay. Let's see. It still works, right? Okay. So now I want to bundle this JavaScript. Oops. I want to bundle this JavaScript, but we will need some kind of entry point render to stream. And yeah, I'll need a with page like this, and then different with page element. Yeah, exactly, something like that. HTML head title body, yeah. So now we can say that we will have root element where stuff should be rendered. And that's what we will do on JavaScript side as well. We'll render stuff into the root. So render, so this will be a JavaScript function. Root, let root UX create root. Oh wait, that should be UX DOM. Create root from GS document, get element by ID, and then DOM render root app, right? Element and then a root. Okay. This looks fine. So now I need a shadow CLJS build. SSR. So this has to be built for browser. Yeah, I don't actually remember from the top of my hand the build config. Do I have it somewhere? Browser entries. The entry is example UI. Was there init? Yeah, there should be like init function or something. Init fn. Okay, target init fn. And that's gonna be render function, right? Okay. So I also now need the server to serve static assets, because right now it only serves this stuff. So I need routing on top of it. Cool. I mean, it should still load, right? All right. Routes, composure route. Here. All right, so server routes, static assets, prefix static, not found. How do I point it to a different? The root path where the files are stored defaults to public. Okay, but I want wait, root to be out, and then server routes, app. How do I run this? I use run server from HTTP kit. But I also have this thingy here. So should I include it into router config? Right. I need an example. Clojure composure. Get this one. So if I'm requesting this one, so I need I want to run the handler, right? I'm not sure what's correct syntax for it. I hope it's this one. Wait, but is it gonna work with? Because this returns body channel. Okay. This should probably work. Oh no. Def routes. I mean, let's do it again. What? Unable to resolve simple def routes, but I just, only maybe refer. Okay. This, and then run server. Okay. Run server. So I guess this should work. I will first stop the server and then run it again. And then let's verify that it still works. Fucking it doesn't. Why the hell it doesn't work? Or is it actually, is this correct? Is this a request? Maybe I got the syntax wrong. Nil, okay. Yeah, maybe it's like, this was what I would don't like about Composure is like, there is no way you can know how to write this stuff. Okay, now it worked. Nice. Right, now we need to see if it loads JavaScript. Yeah, it loads JavaScript. Okay, let's then insert JavaScript into script src main.js, right? And see if it works. Okay, so, oh, that was actually wrong. Wait, did it call into this function even? This function is not called. Let's see, maybe the config is wrong. I need to find example UI render. Example UI render, right. Did I put it into wrong place? Oh, that was for, right, I did put it into a module. Like this. Okay. Now it doesn't work, but that's fine. I mean, it loads and tries to render, but it fails. So first of all, we need to hydrate the HTML, not render it. Container element, hydrate root. Yeah. Actually, React hydrate root. DOM node and React node. Okay, so we don't have to create the root. App. Hydration failed because the initial UI does not match what was rendered on the server. And that's correct because we're not suspending on the client. I think that's how it should work. Yeah. Well, that's interesting. Like if we are prefetching, if we're rendering data, on the server, suspending those, how this should work on the client, because HTML will be already there. So if we're doing it here, right, and React is not complaining here. I mean, this error is not related. Let's see. So here we have the app component, and or actually index renders the app component with hydrate root, and that's what we are doing as well, right? DOM client, yeah, that's correct. The app component Oh, why does it have suspense boundary around the entire document? What if I remove it? Yeah, it still works. Okay. HTML just renders something. It's a document. So let's say I don't need a sidebar and I will remove the post. I will only render comments. And they are suspended. Right. So then, I mean, this one is code splitted, but it doesn't matter. What matters is that we use this hook both on the server and on the client. And oh, I see. So when it's running on the server, it will read the value and suspend rendering. When it's running on the client, it's not actually suspending and returning data synchronously. And what the comment says is, in real implementation, the data would be streamed with HTML. We haven't integrated that part yet. So additionally to streamed piece of HTML and JavaScript, we also want to stream in the data retrieved on the server. Okay, let's see if we can figure out how this works here, because so React is complaining here because JavaScript is loaded before before streaming is done, right? Which kind of makes sense because the DOM looks different from what it expects to, but on the other hand, if JavaScript loads faster than HTML, then it should probably just discard it. Because I'm pretty sure if we delay loading of JavaScript, then yeah, then it's gonna be fine. So if we do something like, instead of rendering this string script here, if we send it if we send it right here as a, let's do it like script src main js script. If we send it as a last chunk, then it should be fine. Oh no, still? Hydration failed. And then recurred during hydration, the server HTML was replaced with the client content in div. You provided valid protocol. Let's see. Oh, that's actually interesting. What exactly is different? So there should be h1, div, and button, and a button inside of a div, and input inside of a div. Let's take a look at static HTML. So actually, I will disable JavaScript bundle for now. Let's take a look at purely HTML output. So it's a root with h1, which is correct, then a div with styles, which is correct, and then a button, which is correct, And then there should be a button that says click me and input with a value. I mean, all of that is fine. So now if I enable JavaScript, okay, what exactly is wrong? So it says that an error occurred during hydration. The server HTML was replaced with client content in div. And I mean, that's what I expect, right? Let's add some interactivity to see if it's gonna work. On click PRN. Hello. Right, this works. So React kicked in, but it complained that stuff doesn't match. Text content does not match server rendered. There was an error while hydrating because the error happened outside of Suspense boundary. Huh. Text content? But like, tell me exactly in which element this happened. Is that because I removed the comments from the serializer? That may be, yeah, it might be true. Let me compare, so how React JavaScript package is doing that. Render to static, render to string, all right. Wait, okay. Oh, so the dollar thing is not coming from Suspense. I mean, it is coming from Suspense. Right. I thought maybe that's something that added in the demo, but you see there are HTML comments and they are marking Suspense boundary. So we need to replicate that. Okay. Let's see. So every Suspense boundary starts with a dollar and ends with a /$. Okay. So we actually need to go here, and when rendering contents, wait, should it be? I forgot where it should be exactly. Let me increase the timeout here again. Delays 10 seconds. So it should be before the template and after the template together with the fallback. Okay. So it's happening here. So this one should be rendered before, and then append as B, and this one should be rendered after. Let's see if it works now. It works. React doesn't complain. I mean, this is runtime thing because we provided a value. It doesn't matter. Can actually just add on change here and I don't know, yeah, do something like that. Nice. But what happens if we serve JavaScript in a way that it loads faster than HTML. This is gonna fail now, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Yeah, it says that there is a mismatch, and then injected JavaScript also fails. So I think we should have a check. And that's exactly what existing code in JavaScript demo is doing. It's checking if those comments, suspend boundaries exist. And if it's not, then it's not doing anything. Let's take a look. So yeah. Oh, wait. To decrease the timeout. All right, so they're checking if this one exists. It's a little bit hard to understand, but can we grab React repo for this code? Okay, this one I need probably to look for. Oh wait, there was something suspense and data. Clear suspense boundary. Oh, this looks a lot like that code rendered into HTML here. Get next hydratable. Yeah, I wonder if all of this already exists inside of React. Maybe I could just reuse it somehow. Clear suspense boundary. Where is it used? From container. It's a different one. Yeah, maybe it's just internal. But expect server to contain a mention button in div error component stack. Yeah, I'm not sure. Like here, it doesn't seem like React handling it automatically. So either it's, yeah, maybe this code is not activated, or there should be a code path that activates this in React. Well, let's actually check if it's available in the version of React that we're using right now, which is 18, not 19. Yeah, it's right here. Clear suspense boundary. Delete all nodes within this suspense boundary. There might be nested nodes, so we need to keep track of how deep we are and blah, blah, blah. Okay. Commit deletion effects on fiber. Dehydrated. clear suspend boundary from container. So, all right, this is coming from commit deletion effects on fiber. Wow, that's interesting. Or maybe we don't need this JavaScript code now? I don't think so, but let's see. No, it complains right away. Hydration failed. Yeah, it complains right away. Okay, let's I would say let's debug this. Let's try to debug this and so for example, how is this working in the JavaScript demo? If I put wait, remove from ignore list. Oh, that's actually interesting because in this demo, yeah, JavaScript is loaded afterwards. That's why it still works. I mean, we have already this behavior. Right. So it's suspended. Yeah. Okay. Okay. The reason it works like this because in JavaScript demo, where the comments is suspended, the JavaScript for comments is loaded lazily. So in this case, this is what Suspense rendering on the client. That's interesting. So what if we just, what if we don't do this? We don't lazy load comments. Still works, right? And to be honest, I don't really understand why, because shouldn't it just display comments right away? GS bundle delay. Let's make it 1 second. Yeah, it still works. Okay, maybe just 0. But I wonder why is this suspended? Huh. What is API delay doing? So it's blocking comment from being rendered. Yeah, I feel like there's a bunch of things going on here. Oh, there's nothing. Are those empty? What the hell? No, they're not. Why is this not showing then? Okay, that's interesting. Main. Then there is main. Wait. Zero main, which includes the post component and the sidebar component. Right, because they are code splitted, so we can also remove it, code splitting here for sidebar and post. Sidebar and post. And now everything should be loaded in a single bundle, right? So JavaScript is loaded right away. But spinner is still showed. And that doesn't make sense. This doesn't feel efficient. Like, if I already have JavaScript loaded, why should I wait for server HTML if I could just render JavaScript with JavaScript? On the other hand, if that rendered HTML depends on some data, then it doesn't make sense to, while waiting for data to arrive from the server, it doesn't make sense to run JavaScript and fetch the data again from the server, right? But on the other hand, the whole thing is not, or is it? Yeah, it should be responsive while waiting. Let's see. So what if I add a button here? And we add an on-click handler. Yeah, it works. So while waiting for HTML, JavaScript was already rendered and it is interactive. But in our case here, that doesn't work. Right. That's quite interesting. So the server rendered HTML is correct. Mm-hmm. Right, template spinner. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, wait. No, it's different. Actually, there is, I mean, I don't know if it matters, but there is a question mark here. I mean, let's update it and see if that's what React wants. It seems like, okay, it seems like React is picking that up. Nice, now it works. So if I have a button, a static button, let's put an on-click handler for it. Right, that's really nice. Oh, wait, but this is not hydrated. This one is not, doesn't seem to be hydrated. So the button is loaded and it should have on-click handler. Huh. That's interesting. Is it because the comments are not deleted? Yeah, maybe this code should not run then. We should check for comments. Let me see. No, we need it. We need this one. How is it possible that React wasn't complaining that there is a mismatch, but it didn't put event handlers here? Let's see. So, for example, suspense clear, suspense boundary. It's interesting. It doesn't seem to enter this state, this function. Like at all. So should, I don't know, like should this code remove comments? But also it felt like what I found here is yeah, it's interesting. Like here they're not using, I mean, in some cases they're using the question mark and I'm not sure what it means. Suspense pending start data. Oh, okay. So there are different states. Those markers mean different states. Suspense start data, suspense end data, suspense start pending data, and fallback start data. Wow. I need to figure out what that means. So let's play with it and let's see. If we use question mark, that means that pending start data. Let's use, where was it? Exclamation mark. The server could not finish this suspense boundary, likely due to an error. Uh-huh. So this probably means there was an error. Assigning metadata error. Okay. So I will document it for myself. So server error. So and if we don't use, if we just use $, sorry. Yeah, then it complains that there was a mismatch. Suspense start. Clear all existing children. In this case, this is complicated because there was. Yeah, let's see. Let's see. Oh, we don't have this here. Is this even? Yeah, okay, it's this file is executed. Right, let's just for a test, let's add some interactivity to comments to verify if this behavior actually works, because for us it doesn't. For every comment, I will put a console log and log the comment itself. I mean, it works. It works. It definitely works. Right, but clear suspense boundary is clearly not executed. And the code here, where was it? F, it's removing F. F is a parent node of A. Uh-huh. Yeah, that's quite interesting. So the way it works right now is HTML. The fallback is rendered in HTML. A React kicks in and renders on top of the fallback, right? Mm-hmm. Right, but then this stuff is not interactive. Mm-hmm. Suspense, pending start data, suspense start data, suspense end data. All right. Let me think about it. So yeah, let's see what this code is actually doing. I wonder if I can even, since it's streamed, if I can put a breakpoint here. It's probably not. Yeah, it's not. Oh, it worked. Okay. All All right, so A is a template, B is kind of, A is a placeholder, B is streamed content, right? A exists, the previous sibling of A is a comment. Oh, now it makes sense why it's previous sibling, because it's a comment. And next sibling is, what is it? C is a template. Right. Okay. And so it's removing those comments probably. So C is a template and this is false, right? So then D becomes spinner. F is comments and C is a spinner. So it removed the fallback. Okay. So now F is comments and it retrieves the first child of B. This one, right? Okay, it inserts them one by one. And the comments are, okay, the comments are still there. And they are with a question mark. And question mark means suspense pending start data. All right. Retry. Okay, so it just exited. That's it. Huh. And it didn't remove comments, but it was a question mark first, and then it changed to not question mark. So it seems like it was React who updated it. So in our case, we're rendering it with a question mark. Here, then it becomes interactive. And in our case, it's not interactive. Right. And we can see that the comment didn't change from question mark to non-question mark. Let's see if it's actually Oh, all right. So it's this script. The script is still doing that. The script is updating. Yeah. is updating the comment. So it's kind of saying that, hey, the suspense boundary was waiting for HTML to arrive from the backend, and now it's done. So as a quick, probably, like I guess I just need to copy the code that's doing that, and that's it. But I want to verify that my thinking is correct. So we have this comment node, and the data field, right? The data field refers to content of the comment. So if we say that to ID the previous element of a template, that would be previous sibling, right? Previous sibling. And if we say data equals just this, is it gonna work or not? Yay, it works. Magic. No idea how React picks this up, but it works. That's great. Yeah, and so I thought that it would make sense if JavaScript arrives on the client sooner than streamed HTML, then why it wouldn't render stuff on top. But like, if the reason that HTML takes longer than JavaScript to be streamed, if the reason for that is some data fetching on a backend, then it means that this data fetching should happen anyway. And then in that case, there is no reason to JavaScript to fire up the request from the client and fetch this data, because it's already being fetched on the backend with HTML. So that makes sense. Yeah, I think I will probably just copy paste this this code. I wonder how it is generated, where it's coming from, because yeah, it's maybe some internal package, because I don't see, there's nothing in this code that would do it. It's probably coming from some of those dependencies. Yeah. And there, like, this demo is using Webpack on the server. Not sure why, probably to split on the fly. Yeah, you see there's Webpack prefetch, probably to create splits on the fly. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know yet why I would want this. So let me copy this code. I want to take a look once again at what's inside of React, because that code felt like it's really, really similar. Maybe this one. No, not this one. Yeah, this one. Clear suspend boundary. Delete all nodes within the suspend boundary. Yeah, it's probably a little bit different. It's similar how it traverses stuff, but it's different. Okay. So then, yeah, I'll probably just take this function. Interesting. Where is the server? Wait for webpack. Build main. This one, right? Server. Wait, it's rendering. That's main JavaScript. Wait, rendering. Yeah, stream. And the stream is piped into response. Okay. Bootstrap scripts. Maybe that's what gets appended. Bootstrap scripts. Let's see. No, it's not mentioned anywhere. Render to pipeable stream. It should be in React DOM server package. So here's an example. Assets, main JavaScript, static JS bundle, and here in our case it's just main JS, which is probably this one, but it's like really big. It's probably compiled app. Bootstrap scripts. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to dig more. So for now, I will just copy this function and suspense cleanup JS. Right. I should probably just put it into a file and read it, but I'll put it in line for now. So, okay. Then, yeah, I will inline this function here. Oh, actually, it should be lined only once. Yeah, that's interesting. If I insert multiple such components, is it going to be inlined only once or twice? Oops. Yeah, it said it only once. Okay. Yeah, so I mean, we can do the same. rc, that's the name of the function. And it needs IDs from the template to hidden element. from to hidden, and this one can be removed. Right. We can still. Oh no, we don't want to be removing the script. Yeah, but this function should be added only once. No. I'll just put it in the script. And like this. And we need to inject it somewhere. Let's see. So we can say if we are rendering to stream, then what? Then we probably want to append this once. Right. Okay. So we'll render HTML, append cleanup function. And this should work, I guess. Oh no. Didn't work. Why didn't it work? Oh, right. Those should be strings, not identifiers. Wow. No, it's not doing anything at all. Let's see. Let's get element by ID. Okay, it's able to find those elements. The first one is a div. And B is a template. Is that correct? Is that correct? B0 is a template. So the first one should be a template. Oh, it's the other way. I'm wrong. Okay. To from. Okay, let's see if it works now. Okay. Now it's great. Now it works. And everything is interactive. Well, I didn't expect this to be, yeah, this, I wouldn't say long. It took us, what? Wow, almost 4 hours. I'll probably split this into a couple of videos. Yeah, but I think this is really nice. It ended up not being a lot of code, and the implementation is, yeah, I like the fact that you can just block the thread here is great. Like, it implicitly means that basically from user point of view, suspense means you're creating a future. So instead of suspense, that could be called like future or something, UX future, and you know that that's something that will be that's gonna run on a separate thread. Yeah, I also put up a pull request with this code, and I'm not entirely sure about the, where is it, like the Suspense, the core async implementation, if it's fine or not, like what are the consequences for backend doing it this way. But since we're not using futures or promises, I mean, should be fine probably. Yeah, let's see. Anyway, let's end it here. See ya.